Here, I would like you to introduce to one more concept that you'll be from time to time using when building your kind of AI workflows and agentic systems. It's called like temperature. So temperature is usually a figure that starts with 0 and goes to 1.0 or higher. And temperature of the request is basically the figure that allows AI to deviate from probabilistic outcome from a training data set to some less likely outcome in its response. So with temperature 0, limits AI are in trying to stick to its training data set as much as possible. And temperature 1.0 allows AI to choose more creative, more various, less likely responses to the default text. So most systems, most chatbots, and most tools that you'll be using have by default 1.0 as default temperature. But very often when you want the outcomes or responses be more predictable, or you don't need it to think like too much. For example, hey, I just want you to follow instructions. Don't be creative. That's where you would want to tune temperature and maybe even down to 0 in some cases. Some rare cases, usually it's better to leave some room for AI to go variations. But for example, when you find that every time you use the same prompt, but you use different results and you want them to be more consistent, look into temperature and see how you can turn it a little bit down to decrease variability. And on the contrary base, when you're doing brainstorming, you're looking for something new, for some new information, or you want to come up with something different, look into raising temperature a little bit to get more various results. So, but going above 1 is possible, but usually doesn't make sense because the models are tuned the way that 1 is are more creative mode by default. But the higher you get, the higher chance of hallucinations or even like garbage. So if you play around at set temperature 2.0, you'll most likely get some meaningless wall of text that hardly gets you any value.